Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is holding a bigger space in relationships. We tend to have really narrow, defined expectations and assumptions in our relationships. I think they come from what our original relationships were. Our relationships with our mom, what we had to do to get taken care of. Our relationships with our dad, different kind of getting taken care of. Relationships with siblings, relationships with friends. Some of us come from big families that are rollicking and have a sense of humor, and there's genuine love and affection. Others of us come from families where there is more distance, conflict, strife. It's really interesting to see different family relationships and patterns. Some people have family roles that are very distinct. There's the good child, the bad child, the mascot, the lost child. There'll be families where there's the family hero, other families where that's the family scapegoat. And if the family scapegoat changes, somebody else has to be the family scapegoat. It's just weird morphic fields of roles in relationships. Healthy families don't have to be that dichotomized. You get to have an equal amount of good and bad within you, and you're loved just the same. Now, when we're younger, we may not know how to gracefully grow and transition in our relationships. As we go through school, we'll feel artificial endings. The school ends, you start a different school in the fall, and all your friends are different. Never got to say goodbye to those other kids. You're in high school and your friends are growing at different levels and become hormonal bitches. Guy you like didn't like you as much and drops you after 2 weeks. We get really abrupt transitions when we're younger. We carry our relationship stuff into our professional lives, and the workplace becomes just a soap opera of interactions. We'll get bosses that don't know how to handle their own authority and fire employees instead of working things through. Get environments where people don't know how to handle conflicts and they quit because there's nothing in place for allowing growth and change. One thing I have learned as time has gone on is that I can hold a bigger space in relationship, and it allows for individuals to grow and change, be themselves, and it's a general lessening of conflict. I found this with certain family members. You hold a bigger space for them. You remember your innate love for them because they're your family. And as you do that, the relationship transforms. It's amazing how people can be themselves when you're not projecting your expectations on them. I've had some experiences with relationships like people who are mentors, and we're all human, and so they may not be the ideal of the particular thing that is needed. You can expand the relationship. You can get other mentors. You can interact with them in certain areas and not interact with them in other areas. It doesn't have to be a harsh cutting of the axe. So holding a bigger space for relationships allows for people to be in different spaces, in different parameters. It creates a spaciousness and an environment that is supportive and loving for everyone. Because this world is big enough for everyone. It is loving enough for everyone. There are enough resources. There is everything anyone could want or need in this world. When you hold a bigger space, they can have what they want. You can have what you want. The perfect solution to any conflict reveals itself. And I realize more importantly is that you have a greater relationship with yourself. If you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. You can sign up below to get them in your inbox. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I put out a weekly radio show and podcast. I write a weekly newsletter and blog. I do meetups around the Puget Sound in Seattle, Tacoma, Bellevue, and Olympia. And I have some opportunities to work with me to rediscover your purpose and regain your passion and learn how to navigate your life with conscious mastery. If you want to know more, you can go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you in another couple days with another Mystic Minute.